You do that, I'm going to get us over here.
Here we are live with Regenerate, Don't Degenerate on the 1st of February. Yeah. Hope you're all warmed up. We need to be warm today. We're going to be doing some stretching, so our muscles need to be plenty warm. And we should have gotten our pain meds on board if we need those. And where'd my water go? Plenty of hydration. Have yourself hydrated. Those are all the reminders, right?
It says you're offline.
Well, I'm online.
Okay.
So, I hope you've had a great day, a great start to February. I'm excited. February is one of my favorite months. It's our anniversary time. And just as an announcement, tomorrow is our anniversary. We're going to be away celebrating. We've already prepared an exercise video for tomorrow morning that we'll publish at the normal time, the 9:30 Eastern time. It's calisthenics. So you're not going to get a reminder to warm up, so get yourself warmed up prior to, and then get ready for some calisthenics. It's not the best video. Recording it is different than doing it live. It didn't come out the way we wanted it to. Anyway, we're learning the technology, but in the meantime, we're going to get started on doing some stretches. So we're going to do one particular stretch a couple different ways. We're going to do the hand behind the back routine. And whether you have a towel or a stretchy band, we're going to be using that. We want to stretch that arm up.
Sorry, I'll be there in a second.
And we're going to stretch the arms. Well, we're going to stretch it up. This is static. We're going to be holding it for a while. We're going to try for 30 seconds. If you can't make it all the way to 30 seconds, okay, that's fine. Do it as long as you can. But I'm shooting for 30 seconds myself. We're coming into the last 10 seconds. Then we're going to switch arms. We want to be getting all these arms stretched out. 5 more seconds.
Now this is stretching the bottom part of this arm too.
1. Yeah, it does that. So we're going to switch arms. Other arm going up in the middle of your back. Here we go. Nice stretch. Ooh, we love it. It's getting that arm stretched out, right? So it's stretching. Stretching, another 10 seconds here, and we'll have a good stretch in this other arm. Okay, we can let that go. I promised there was going to be more than one stretch to this, so we're going to, let me put this down, I'll probably be using it again. We're going to take these arms, this gets your back as well, but we want to take our arms and we're standing up straight and we're pushing our arms up as high as we can, and we're going to hold them there. We're going to try for 30 seconds. We're working at it. See how long we can take it. Take it as long as you can.
I can't figure it out.
And we're going to get these arms stretched out. We're going to be in good shape. Okay? Okay, let's let them go. So good stretch. We've got those arms stretched. This next one, I need to have my doorway for doing this, okay? You need something you can get up against because we're going to get our arm back as far, we have our arm here, and then we're going to lean forward and get that arm stretched out, okay? So we're stretching it out that way. Stretching it good. And Brenda's demonstrating on the wall, kind of doing it that way as well. I'll go over on this other wall when I'm done on this side and show how to adapt it that way as well.
What are you doing with yours?
I have the arm there and I'm leaning forward to where I'm pulling the arm to where it's stretching to the back. Okay, let's let that go. So we're going to go to the other side. I'm going to put my arm here and I'm leaning into it so that I'm getting that stretch. It's stretching in here and then my arm as well. I can't reach over there and point out the muscles that it's stretching. But it's stretching those muscles. So we're getting a good stretch on those muscles. Remember, we're engaging our core and we're breathing, right? We're keeping our breathing going. Just another 5 seconds of this. And we'll have it
sorry.
She's in a hurry. But time's not going to go any faster just because we're in a hurry. Okay. We're going to work a little bit on our necks. And we're going to add our shoulders into it this time, okay? So we're going to take our head to the side And then let's pull that shoulder up towards it. Okay? Now we can push it over if we want. Let's come back up. Let's go to the other side. Bring that shoulder up. Push that head over a little more. We're trying to get a good stretch in there. Remember, we got our chin tucked in, so our head's out back over our shoulders. We're not drooping it down forward. Keeping it in the right position. Core is engaged, and we're breathing. Sounds like we have a little dog who thinks he needs to be in here. Why did he go out if he wasn't
Did you open the door?
You lost your place. Come on in, big guy. Okay. Now we're gonna bring our head back again. None of that. Okay, head back, chin down, chin down. We're holding it down. I can't watch the clock to see the time, so
I can.
Okay.
What are we supposed to do?
30 seconds.
Oh, okay. He talks weird when he does this. I can still talk. Must not be
really
doing
talks
it.
hard. So how we doing?
15 seconds.
Okay. It goes longer when it's hard, huh? Good flex in the
10,
neck.
yeah, 5 more seconds.
Core engaged, core engaged.
Okay.
Okay. Now we're going to go back. Remember, our head is back, and then we're tipping it back. Let our shoulders relax this time. We're not trying to keep our shoulders tense. We're just trying to flex the neck, hold it back there. If it hurts, if it's really uncomfortable, no, don't. Keep that core engaged. Just go what is comfortable. Don't make it too uncomfortable. We're not out to hurt anybody today. We want to feel good about what we're doing and increase what we're able to do and come back ready to do more on the next exercise day. Can you see the clock?
Oh yeah, we're done. It was just 30.
I think she's cheating.
No, it was just 30.
Okay, we're gonna do a hamstring stretch a little bit different today than we've been doing. It's kind of combining another stretch with it, so we're gonna get a little more mileage out of this. This is hamstring stretch we're doing, so that's gonna be these muscles down here. We're wanting to work on those. We're standing up straight right now. We got our core engaged. We're gonna, if we can, grasp our hands behind us. If we can't, then we can get like a towel or a stretchy thing to go between them so we can at least keep them connected together, okay? Brenda's going to show you the adaptation.
I'm trying to see what you're
so
doing.
pull those hands out, and then we're going to lean forward. Enough that you start getting a stretch in these hamstrings, okay?
Okay,
but
so
pull these arms back here,
I'm taking
okay?
a towel or an elastic and pulling up, and that is stretching them out right here.
Now this is called a tip over hamstring stretch.
But
I don't want you tipping
over.
over. You're tipping yourself forward. But you're getting your back, your arms, and having your head lower than your heart can be good and bad. It can be bad if you have a heart condition, so don't do it if you're having a heart condition. You're going to have to get that taken care of.
Okay.
Is that enough? So getting that blood to where it's flowing down to your head increases that blood flow that way.
We have to do the other leg.
Oh, okay. You all have to do the other leg while I do some
I
talking.
guess we could have done them both, but I'm thinking that would have made us into a Humpty Dumpty, and we would have tipped down.
So I'm going to show another hamstring stretch because stretching those hamstrings, man, is it important. So we're laying down like this. We stretch that leg as far as we can. We keep it stiff and we pull it back.
So you're basically doing what we were doing.
I am doing what you're doing, but the hamstring is so important. Doing more than one stretch with it is what we're going to do today.
So I have to tell you the story. When I was managing an assisted living, I had a patient who came in and she was 99 years old. And we were trying to help her.
Okay, let's switch legs. Don't mean to interrupt the story, but it's time to switch legs.
We were trying to help her so that she could use her long-term care insurance. And so we had to help her with some of her ADLs. And she goes, well, I don't need any help. And she did. Kicked her leg up while standing up. Kicked her leg clear up to here like a rocket.
How old was she?
99 years old. And she didn't let us help her with anything. Once in a while, we would help her do her laundry. She goes, well, why do I need help with that? I can do that. She always has impressed me. doing
I
the rocket.
think with her, there's a lot of attitude in the way it sounds. How are our hamstrings feeling? I mean, when I do that, when I'm finished doing it, there's this feeling of exhilaration that comes through me. We don't get our hamstrings stretched out enough. And as a result, we end up with a lot of back pain. That's where a lot of it comes from, is these hamstrings being so tight and not having the flexibility. We've got to get them stretched out between them and you know, your.
In fact, let me go down and we'll show you the one where, this is one where I was having severe back pain. And so the chiropractor had me take this leg and put it over here, keeping your back as straight as you can, so it's opening up that vertebrae.
Now, did your doctor have you keep your back flat on the ground?
That's what I'm saying.
Just open it up. So you don't want your hips, you know, as you're rocking this way, your hip to rise off the ground. You want to keep your hip on the ground and move this leg over as far as you can. That's what he's talking about, and that does open it up.
Well, he had me put my foot all the way over.
Right. There's two ways to do it. This is one way. This really gets your muscles. This gets your back.
Right.
So you want to do both.
It opened up my vertebrae. It completely took my pain away from my lower back by doing that.
So that's a good one. So
let's go answer my phone.
Let's go ahead and let's do this on both sides. So we have our back, our pelvis to where it's not rising up. We're pulling the leg over. So we're really getting the stretch in the hamstrings here. Now we're going to bring it all the way on over, which is going to open up our back a bit. Ouch.
I should know never to answer my phone. It's a telemarketer.
Okay, let's let that go. So how are we doing? We're getting those stretched out nicely, aren't we? Okay. My card got turned over. Got a little confusing there. I wasn't sure what to do next. Okay, we're going to do the calf stretch, and which one was I doing?
So this one, for the calf stretch, you know how the other one we took it all the way up here, so we were stretching this? This one we're going to keep our leg down and just pull our toes in.
And that's all I'm doing right now. I'm just pulling my toe in and I'm holding it. I'm holding my toe in as far as I can.
If you don't think stretches help you, I think stretches help more than exercises do.
Well, you need to be warmed up, otherwise you can injure yourself, and it won't be the kind of good that you need to have done. But, yeah, the stretches are crucial, and that's why we're doing this whole series, something different all 5 days of the week, because it's doing something different for our bodies. Okay, we can let that go. Let's switch our legs. Pull those toes in as far as you can. You should feel this in your calf. If you're not feeling it in your calf, do the best you can. As you keep consistently doing this exercise regularly, you're going to find eventually you're able to start getting some pull in that calf. But you got to work at it. You got to keep
and look,
it
my
going.
leg starts to shake.
Yeah, you're really working on that muscle. But it's crucial we get that muscle activated. Okay, let's let that go. You know, while we're here in this position, there is a...
He's just keeping you on the floor.
There is another, well, this is actually the next one. So this is a groin stretch. So if you can, get your feet as close together as possible. I can get mine all together. And then you want to pull them in. You're setting up straight, okay? You're not hunched over. You're setting up straight. Pull those in as far as you can.
So what I'm going to do is just
and
one
what
at
you
a
can
time.
do is try to push your knees towards the floor. Don't do it hard. Don't hurt yourself. But do this as much as you can. If you're way out like this, that's fine. Still push those knees to the floor as much as you can. And we're going to hold things here. We've been holding for a little while.
Really hard to do in a chair. I mean, I can easily pull them both up, but I don't know that they can.
Not everybody can.
So
if you can, do it. If you can't, then adapt
it. If you can just pull one up at a time.
There you go.
If you can't even do that, then
and then switch after
else.
a while to the other one.
Yeah.
So, but the idea is to get these. You're stretching in here. These are muscles that don't get stretched a lot, and this is one position that does work on that kind of stretching, okay? Okay, slowly, let's let it go. Take our legs back out. Whew, how was that? That was a great stretch for getting us going in there. We've already done what I had on the next one. It was the lying hip stretch, and that's what you were demonstrating. So I had it on the list, just so you know. So we've done it. I would have done it from this position. So the ooh, we kind of did that one. We already did the quad stretch. I've been going through these like crazy.
So we're not sure what's going on with this video today, because if I can't get on there live, you're not being able to get on there live. So we may have to be uploading this one too.
It is recording.
So we'll see what's going on with this.
Okay, this one we've seen before. We're going to be split leg stance like this, and we're putting our weight onto this forward foot, and we're stretching this quad in here. So we're not going to be moving. We're just trying to stay stationary, and we're getting that out as far as we can, leaning as far forward as we can. So we're getting this stretch. It's going to work a little bit under calf, at least it does for me, but it's getting this stretched out in here. It's working this muscle in here, which is what we're trying to do, so that it gets happy and doing what it's supposed to do.
Happy muscle.
The switch sides. Once again, weight on this forward foot. Lean forward as far as you can, and we're trying to stretch this leg out. We're not putting any pressure on this one back here. It's just kind of a propeller there, keeping this from tipping over. So we're letting this stretch out. It's getting stretched. What's that? What did you say under your breath?
I see your shirt's on the outside.
Whoever's my shirt's away, I'm gonna wear it inside out.
That would be you.
Okay. We're gonna do the tricep stretch. Let me get back so you can see my.
This is really hard to do in your. Oh, this one. Okay.
Yeah,
tricep. The leg ones are really hard to do.
So there's a couple ways to do it. We're gonna do a little bit different. We're doing head, arm draping over your head. Let me go down a little bit lower so you can see me. And then you just kind of pull it over this way. And we're gonna hold it here. Da 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 da. Stretching out that tricep. You know, we use our arms a lot, and sometimes we forget about the tricep, and we tend not to work on it and improve it. But getting it stretched as much as we're stretching it is going to keep it activated, alive, and able to do what we need it to do. We're going to find a lot of the movements that require it are going to start becoming a lot easier for us. You won't recognize it at first. Okay. You can go ahead and let that go. Switch sides. You won't really recognize it until finally one day you'll say, wow, you know, I didn't used to be able to do this.
Or, wow, that pain I used to feel isn't there anymore.
Yeah, it becomes kind of a surprise, which is cool. You know, that's great when you get to that point. But once again, it's the consistency. A little bit, little bit, little bit. Every week we go through this series, 5 different kinds of movements and exercise. Okay, we can let that go.
In fact,
shake it out.
Do you remember last week, my arm? Look at that.
There you go.
No pain.
Wow. Testimonial there. She's doing great. So it's cool down time. So we've been doing stretching. So let's just do, we don't want to just stop now. So let's just keep ourselves slowly moving and breathing. But we've done some great, these stretches have been wonderful.
Really
they've helped me feel good. So they've helped, they've been beneficial, they've encouraged me, they've enabled me. Got a great day ahead. Wonderful things are going to happen today. I feel it. I feel it in my blood.
We were going to go to Puxatawney tomorrow, Pennsylvania, to
for
watch
anniversary.
The Phil for Groundhog's Day, to watch him see his shadow. But it's going to be raining all day today, snowing this evening, and 9 degrees coming into when we would be there.
Standing outside.
And with all the people, and I'm like, you know, I don't need to put myself into a place where I'm going to get that cold and be around that many people that I could get exposed to the flu. So we're opting to go driving in another direction, of which we'll talk about later. But anyway, that's
do
what
some
we're
sightseeing, enjoy ourselves a bit. Do
that's
some
what
things
we're doing.
we want to do for our anniversary.
So, yeah. As long as I'm with you.
Yep, it'll be good. We have a great time.
We go away every year for our anniversary, even overnight. 1 year.
Even when we're already away from everything, we go away from our away.
I know.
Something will make it special.
We do. It's really great.
Anyway, like to hear your feedback on how these exercises are affecting you. I know I've heard from some that for various reasons they've had to limit what they're doing. And hey, that's what it's all about. Adapt what's going on here to fit, but to fit your situation. The point is, we get ourselves moving, activating muscles and joints that we typically have not been activating and using, because if we don't, we're going to lose them. We're going to degenerate to the point that we can do less and less until finally we can do nothing. What we're doing with regeneration is we're doing more and more until finally we can do everything.
Ooh. Now, this is amazing.
I'm not promising you're going to be an 18-year-old again.
Really?
It could happen.
Yeah,
For some it will.
Stopped being an 18-year-old.
Well, that's true. We always are that way in our head. But like Brenda's 99-year-old, look, if I can do those kind of kicks when I'm 99, I'm looking forward to it. And I want to be able to do that. If I could do that, to me, that's being an 18-year-old at 99. And that's where I want to be. Can everybody do that? You know, I can't promise, I can't guarantee. But the more you put in to getting yourself in shape, the closer you're going to become to that. And that's what regeneration is all about. That's what we can do. Now, can you do it if you're eating junk food? Probably not. You're going to have to eat healthy foods.
For everything. For depression, for nutrition, for health. Eat healthy foods. And that is not sugar, and that is not processed foods.
So there you go. Go out and have a fantastic first day of February 2018. You've got off to a good start. You've exercised. You've spent some time with Jim and Rhonda. That's great. We love it. It helps our day. So thank you much for watching. Invite your friends to be part of this. We're all going to exercise and get ourselves in the kind of shape we want to be in. Thanks for watching.
Okay, let's figure out what we're